All right, now, I need a little help here. I have a project I'm trying to work on. You may have to do some research. You may not want to do that much, so you don't have to. It's not like a homework assignment, but you guys have a lot of ideas and there's a bunch of you out there, and we have a vast pool of knowledge on many topics out there. So we need to plumb this resource, right? I would be foolish not to. Here's the story. You know, we have the shirts, we're adding to that, we have more stuff. It's not up there yet, but we have it. It's in here, in the house, in boxes. It's going to be up on the website within the next few days. Some cool shit. And of course, you know what we do with all this. We're trying to do the gorilla with a cause stuff with it. So, and it's not like it's this endless font of income anyway, even at best case scenario. The best scenario, right? Because it's not that much of a profit margin. But anyway, so I'm thinking about maybe if we're going to do some things like this, rather than just flat out, pander for donations, which we may resort to, and some people just donate anyway, but it's neither here nor there. I want to try and come up with things that we can all use, and absolutely, of course, things that I'm going to use. And like all the gorilla stuff, the gorilla gear shit, if it wasn't high quality, I wouldn't wear it. So, and Jason wouldn't wear it. The younger guys, they got to have cool shit. So we got, it's all good shit, and it's just getting better and better. But I'm thinking pre-workout. Now, why am I thinking pre-workout, you're asking? Well, because there's a hole there. First off, the protein powder shit, yeah, it's expensive to do it right and all that shit, but you know what? It's already done right. Ad nauseum. There's so many different versions of whey isolate and, hydroslate and all this other crap. There's good stuff out there. There's shitty stuff too, and it's hard to tell what the hell is what, right? Who can you trust? Of course, I trust Lee Liberata. Trust Lee Liberata. Got to trust somebody, or else I might as well just, give it up. But anyway, plus I have the Fairlife milk, and I love that. It does a good job. I'm drinking quite a bit of that. And as you can see, it's not really keeping my skin too thick, and seems to be doing the thing. So everything's going good so far. So there's no market, there's no hole there for me we don't need another protein fucking powder. We just don't. Now, a lot of people that do things just to make a buck, they don't do proteins because they're expensive. They're expensive. If it was going to be legit, it's expensive to synthesize this shit. And comparatively, or what the fuck word am I looking for? See, I'm getting old. And I even had a coffee. Isn't that a damn shame? Comparatively, pre-workouts are cheap, but not to do it the way that I want to do it. And the thing is with the pre-workout, like I said, there's a hole there. There's not a really solid pre-workout that gives me everything I need, so you end up with a lot of stuff, right? All these different things here that you can't see because the camera's all angles all fucked up, that I mix together before I work out. Now, what if I could get it all in one place? Okay, well then I have to get it all at effective doses. And the doses I feel of each ingredient that need to be effective, I don't know if it's possible to do this because it'll end up probably being pricey. I've already looked at raw materials. But I'm not going to do it if it's going to be bullshit, and if you got to take a stab in the dark at how many scoops you got to take before it even does anything. So anyway, here's where we're at so far. First of all, I'm using the Carbolin because this is a complex carbohydrate that behaves as a simple carbohydrate, spikes faster than glucose, than pure glucose, but lasts up to 2 hours. So this is really awesome. These modified carbs now that are out there, it's science, but these modified carbs are really awesome. So I've been using this a while, and I get a fucking incredible pump from it, so I like it. Now, what I use is going to be similar to this. Doesn't have to be this. It could be something out there that I don't know anything about yet, that I don't even know is out there, right? As I get in deeper and actually look for pharmaceutical grade powders and fucking shit like that, I may find something, else, but it's got to be legit. And then, who knows if I'm getting fucked or not? I don't know, but it'll be something along this lines of carbohydrate. So that's my base. So the first thing I got in there, my pre-workout, and this is what's going to be in the Gorilla with a Cause pre-workout. Theoretically, right? The odds are We'll, it's 50-50 chance we'll follow through and actually make a pre-workout. I don't know. If we do, if it's pricey, it'll be in very limited quantities, just enough for us and some of you guys. It's not going to be, I'm not trying to move like hundreds of fucking, I don't know what I'm doing. Do you understand? I'm batting ideas around. That's why I'm bringing it to you guys, asking for some advice. So I start out with the 2 scoops of this, which is going to be the equivalent of, that's not 2 whole full scoops, so I put a little bit more in there. And I won't mix this up now, of course, but tomorrow night I'll shake it up with water. All right, so that's actually a little bit more than 2 scoops. I got another one, a brand new one out. I'm not going to open that one. So we're talking about 100, 2 good solid scoops, 100 grams. That's not overkill by any means. I may even do more once in a while, but 100 grams, okay? And then, of course, I like the L-arginine. Can you give me a teaspoon? Please stand by. Excellent, thank you very much. And I'll take a little, that's like 5 grams of L-arginine. I'll take a little heaping teaspoon, make sure I get my full 5 grams. I put that in there, 5 grams. That's moderate, because normally I'm about 12 grams, myself. So let's put 5 in there and playing it. Yeah, okay, let's put a little, let's be real. We want to have probably a little bit more, probably looking at about 5, 6, or 7 grams right there, 7.5 grams. And then the last ingredient I like in mine is, and I'm using this because this is the best one on the market right now, in my opinion, from what I've tried. It's Labrada, his BCAA powder. I like it anyway, right? Because it has electrolytes in it and, branched chain aminos. And here's the other cool part is each scoop is 10 grams of fucking aminos. So I'm going to put in here, and this is what I do pre-workout. That's more than 1, but let's just call it 1, 2, 3 heaping ones. So I like to go between 30 and 40 grams of branched chain aminos in my pre-workout. So just those 3. Now, this is how much powder is in here with just these 3. This much. Now, true enough, this shit's like crystalline powder. It fucking, all of it. It mixes up amazingly well, and it'll be thin, have the consistency of basically just water, just some flavored water. I use like unflavored stuff. The only thing here that's actually flavored is, the L-arginine is ass flavor. That's just the natural flavor of L-arginine. There's nothing you can do about that. And then the BCAA powder, this one's fucking strawberry kiwi flavor, which actually really is good. So mostly you're going to taste this and a little bit of ass, but it's not going to be overwhelming ass. You understand? Not going to be like end of workday ass. It's going to be like maybe midday brunch.
It's not going to be swamp ass.
Yeah, it won't be swamp ass version. So we got this much. Now, what am I missing here? I'm missing some kind of a boost, right? Now, what do most people use? They would throw some caffeine in there. I think caffeine's awesome. To me, there's no better fat burner than ECA, old school stack, ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin throughout the day, small doses. And when I say throughout the day, don't get carried away, you know what I mean? I mean very small doses, like maybe twice a day. Boom, boom. I would probably go 3, but I can't tell you that because somebody out there will overdo it. Which I'm not even doing now, but I am using caffeine. So I don't want caffeine pre-workout. I don't want that. It's vasoconstrictive. It's the opposite of all of this other good shit that I want. This is opposite. It's at odds with this. So I don't want that in there. Yet everybody puts it in the pre-workout already, right? Well, ours, which is going to be called APE-SH, by the way, that's a tentative name, if it ever comes to fruition, which who the hell knows, right? It'll probably be too expensive and costly. But what do I want? Well, let me tell you what I want, and you guys can help me try and track it down or run it down, maybe. Maybe somebody out there has an idea. Do we have a fucking biochemist among us? Do we have a fucking, anybody, botanist? Anyway, I'm thinking that I want some kind of bronchial dilator. Yeah, now I can't use ephedrine. That would be fucking perfect. I can't use it. It's banned. I can't use it. I would love to. I want some kind of bronchial dilator. Now, what else could I use in place of this? Do you know how awesome a bronchial dilator would be? Like ephedrine? but we can't use that. A bronchodilator that's going to give you, your boost that you want, similar to the boost you're getting from caffeine, but it's opening everything up, man. Bronchodilation, and you have vasodilation, all works together. Oxygen uptake improved, blood flow improved. You're talking about the granddaddy of all pumps, right? The motherfucking mother load of pumps. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. The missing ingredient, some kind of a bronchial dilator type of thing. Can't be vasoconstrictive. It has to be, the other way. Now it can be bronchial or vasio, but not constrictive. It has to be the opposite of constrictive. Fucking ant? Is that an ant? I don't know.
Where?
It was on my shoulder. I threw him off. Anyway, if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas, right, let me know. And again, like I said, we already have that much powder in there than whatever else I'm going to put in there. And the problem is when it goes into a container, if I were going to try and put this shit in a jug that we were going to even use just for us, right? How many servings are you get out of a jug? Then the other issue is, even like I think ideally I want 10 to 12 grams of arginine per dose. I can't market it that way and let people fucking have 10 or 12 grams because body weight differences. You'll have somebody that's a lot lighter than me, will take, or somebody's just sensitive, will take 10 to 12 grams of L-arginine and it'll be like colon blow. So we can't have that. You understand? So I'm thinking each dose may have 4 grams of L-arginine, and then I'll ratio everything else out proportionally so that you put in 3 scoops and you'll end up with the ideal if you're my size and my body weight around there. So that's what I would do. And then the rest of the world, they can be, a myriad of different body types and sizes and weights, and they're still going to be there. They'll get 4, 8, 12 will be like the cap, I think. I think you start messing around more than that on pure L-arginine, yeah, you're gonna soil something. But so let me know what you think, and we'll see. But I'm thinking tentatively maybe ape shit. If you guys have another idea, just throw it at me. But like I said, of course, it would just be a small scale type of thing. Maybe, I don't know. It might not even be fucking feasible. It may end up being so expensive and costly to put these ingredients all together, and what you would have to sell it for. Who knows? Maybe, no way. And that may be why all of them on the market don't do jack shit. It may be why they have so little of anything that really would do anything in it that, because they wouldn't be able to package it and you wouldn't be able to afford it. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for right now. So put your thinking caps on. I want to plumb all the knowledge base out there and let's get it together and hit me back with some ideas if you got any on it. Thanks.